Hey, welcome. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's reading is a person on your mind. How are they feeling about you, the situation at the moment? All right. So we have 4 groups for you to choose from: Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. If you need to pause the video so you can take a moment to choose your group, feel free. But I will see you guys in your readings. Hey, if you've chosen the first group, then this reading will be for you, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you, about the situation at the moment? All right, so we have the 6 of Pentacles upright, 3 of Wands upright, and the 5 of Wands also upright. So they feel that you've been very generous with them and helpful and kind. They feel positive when they're around you, that you are a positive person and have a positive influence and impact on them and, different areas of their life. And they do feel grateful for you. Maybe for some of the things that you've done for them, for your support, for some of you guys. They do feel that they can be genuine with you and they have a lot of love and care for you as well. They are afraid to hurt you and to lose the connection that you guys do have, or, for that potential in the future. And, they want a chance or more chances to show you that they care. They want to be generous and supportive of you. They want to be reliable as well. And they want you to see them as reliable and feel that you can count on them. They do feel that they've massively undervalued and or underappreciated you in the past, or, your relationship or the potential of your relationship. But it feels like they aren't feeling guilty about this. Instead, they could actually value the lessons that they learn or the experiences that they learn through them kind of going through that process of not really appreciating you. So yeah, it feels like they value it because they realize now that it's something they won't do again. So it's like they kind of got that out of the way. So it's not something that they will, make the mistake of doing in the future. Especially if and when things get serious, or if things are already serious, they're happy that they won't underappreciate you in the future and kind of, ruin what you've built or what you have the potential to build in the future. So they could feel like you're their best friend for some of you guys, or they feel like you guys have that potential. For some of you, like, they're really happy that you were patient with them, or that you're, patient in general. They feel that they can be the best version of themselves when they are with you, that you make them feel motivated, and you also make them want to share their wealth with you or be able to do that in the future. Like, they feel that you could be their better half. They feel that you treat them fairly, even though they feel that they may not deserve it sometimes. They do feel that you trust them, which they're grateful for. They feel that they've had more stability in their life since meeting you, or since things have started to develop between you guys, or they feel like there's potential for that in the future. And they could also feel that they've learned a lot from you and your relationship, or they could learn a lot from you. So they could also feel that they don't need to act out impulsively with you, or feel that their need to act out, even if it's not directly involving you and just other aspects of their life, they could feel like that kind of need or urge is lessening for them. Yeah, so their need to act out or take risks could be decreasing. They could also feel that their need to escape is, lessening or is kind of gone. And, they feel that they have a lot more respect for you and even themselves now. They feel that they aren't experiencing blocks and stagnancy anymore, thanks to you, maybe the love that you have for them as well. And, they're glad that there's forward movement in your relationship, and they could feel that the difficulties that you guys experienced, or so the difficulties that you guys experienced were worth it, or that it will be worth it because of the joint future prospects that you guys may have together. So they do feel that you offer them a sense of freedom as well and fulfillment. They feel that your relationship is quite fulfilling in general, though. And they also feel that you've shown real leadership and direction, and that you have good foresight. They could also feel your intuition is on point. They do feel you're smart and you have a lot of potential. They feel that you have accomplished a lot or you will accomplish a lot. But this does feel like more of an upcoming celebration or accomplishment, and they are really proud of you, or they imagine that they'll be really proud of you, sometime in the future or near future. So they also feel that you guys could overcome any obstacle and challenges. And I may have said this already, but they are grateful for your optimism. So they could also be grateful that you don't hold certain parts of their past against them. So they actually feel that you are quite fiery. They love the passion that you have, maybe the passion that you guys have as a couple, and the chemistry that you guys have. They do feel that you are, playful and lighthearted, or they really enjoy when you are in that energy, and they do feel that you are very lovable in general. So they could also love it when you guys do fun things together, and they feel that you are charming and fearless, and they like that you're wise but still youthful, or have this childlike or innocent energy to you. Okay, so we have X, reunite with a lost aspect of yourself. We have lottery, bet on yourself. And we have life-changing epiphany or experience, and we also have forgiveness heals. So with forgiveness heals, like they actually feel that you've really helped them heal from past experiences, past relationships, and maybe even help them find forgiveness or understanding in some of those relationships as well. Or if it's not relationships, there's other parts of their past. So under forgiveness heals, it says time to release repress anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. So they do feel like they have less blocks with you. They do feel happier with you. They do feel like maybe they aren't repressing certain things as much. And overall, they could feel that you are just really good for their mental health or their emotional health or physical health. So with life-changing epiphany or experience, they could feel that you have changed their life almost, or certain parts of their life. They could even feel like they've had life-changing epiphanies because of you, because of the relationship that you guys have. Like they could feel that you are very insightful and they could feel that you have changed their perspective on certain things, or you've just changed the way their mind works in a way. So even though they could still struggle with like some pessimism or just feeling negative about certain things, they do feel that it's moving in a positive direction now instead of a negative direction. Even if they still feel some of those things, but they do feel that you've helped them change or helped them see the ways that they maybe need to change or things that they need to work on. And similar with the X card, like they do feel you've helped them move on or overcome certain parts of their past. And I think I may have said this earlier, but they also feel that you don't really judge them based on their past as well, which they are grateful for. And overall, it just feels like they are glad they connected with you, especially Lottery. Like they do feel lucky to have met you. Like they could feel lucky to be in your life. They could even feel like the circumstances surrounding you guys meeting was lucky for some of you guys. But with Lottery Bet on Yourself, it feels like they also like the fact that you kind of put effort into yourself, that you maybe bet on yourself in some way, that it doesn't necessarily have to be a risk, but for some of you it could be. But this could be referring to like ambition, accomplishments, or other stuff. But yeah, they are happy and they do like that you put work into yourself, or certain parts of your life. Okay, so finally we have no excuses. We have I was wrong. We have let's make this happen. We have I'm not with all the drama. Don't judge me. Trust your intuition. And distance. So with let's make this happen, like they do feel excited about you. They feel excited about you guys' potential as well. They could feel eager to move things forward, and to just see what happens. So they feel that you've also helped them see that they need to stop making excuses. And with trust your intuition, like they really do feel that they are able to trust your intuition, trust your insights and your wisdom, and just trust you in general, really. So with Don't Judge Me, like they do feel that you aren't a very like judgmental. Maybe when it comes to them specifically, they feel that you aren't judgmental. And with distance, like if there is any remaining distance between you guys, like they do feel eager again, like to move things forward, to close, that gap between you guys. And it doesn't have to be like it could be any kind of distance really. It doesn't mean that there's a fault in you guys' relationship or connection, but it does feel like if there is any little or big distance between you guys, like they do want to kind of close that and move forward. So with I was wrong, like they do feel that their initial feelings or perception of you was just very wrong, and they kind of see that now. And with I'm not with all the drama, they could feel that you aren't interested in their drama, that you won't get involved with, you know, um, with their problems, directly. You may kind of, be on the sidelines, give like gentle advice or whatever, but they feel that you won't fully get involved with their problems, and they could actually want you to, but they definitely feel you have your, reasons for not kind of getting into any messy situations, which they respect, but they could, want you to on some level as well. But anyways, that is all I have for those of you who chose the first group, the Amethyst Crystal. I do hope this reading can be helpful, it makes sense, and I'm wishing you guys the best, okay? Take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, the Moonstone, Rainbow Moonstone, then this reading could be for you, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you, the situation at the moment? So at the moment, they might not feel serious about the relationship, the connection that you guys have with each other. Their feelings for you could be quite shallow at the moment, and they could feel that your feelings for them could be a bit stronger or a bit deeper than theirs is. But they don't necessarily feel like you're over the moon about them either, but just that maybe your feelings, maybe your like or perception of them is just a bit more developed than theirs is. And yeah, so at the moment they don't really want a shallow connection, but they are also resistant to anything other than that as well. So this is like some internal maybe struggle that they're kind of dealing with. And they also feel that they've made it obvious that they aren't ready to commit or even open to committing, and they don't necessarily feel that you want them to commit either. Like again, like they don't feel that it's deep um on both sides, but at the same time they feel that they've made it clear that they're not really looking for anything serious. But they like having fun with you, or they like the idea of having fun with you. But again, like they're not focused on commitment. So you may or may not be focused on that either. And they could feel that you are maybe wanting commitment, maybe not necessarily from them directly, but just that's something that you kind of hope for yourself in their perspective, whether that's true or not. At the moment, they are enjoying knowing you, getting to know you. They feel that they've kind of just gotten out of a toxic situation and they aren't in a rush to jump in another, situation. Not that they think you're toxic or that they think that a connection between you guys would be toxic, just that they're not in a rush, for anything at the moment when it comes to romantic situations. But it does feel like they are kind of maybe open to maybe more of a physical relationship for some of you guys. So they do feel that you both are accepting of each other on some level, but they also feel that you guys wouldn't work in a serious way. They don't feel that they are good for you anyway, to be honest. They feel that they wouldn't be able to, support you. They would also be afraid of becoming codependent on you. And possibly the other way around as well. And again, like, they don't feel that you come across as someone that's codependent, but maybe they were in a codependent situation in the past and they're kind of just worried about that repeating itself in the future. So again, like, that could be something that they're carrying around with them internally. And they also feel that you are well aware of their red flags, but they could feel that you're interested in them anyway. They do like that you are a free spirit in their eyes. They feel that you don't really let anything hold you back. They also like that you don't have much baggage from their perspective. They also feel that you don't hold on to the past or negative patterns, which is something else that they like or respect about you. They also feel that knowing you or your relationship has allowed them to, move on from someone or move on from certain parts of their past. And I think I may have said this already, but they do feel that you guys could have a good physical relationship. And, for some of you guys, there is a part of them as well that also feels like they could possibly get you to do what they want. Like, they could possibly, use you in some way. And for some of you, they could actually have intentions of doing so. But they don't feel that you deserve, being used or anything like that. But again, they would do it anyway. Like, even though, so for some of you, like, this could be someone that even though they know something is wrong, like, they would do it anyway. And for some of you, they at times feel that your feelings for them aren't realistic, or what you want from them isn't realistic. But again, like, there's a part of them that also wants you to be obsessed with them. Like, they could like the attention that they get from you, or they like the idea of potentially getting more attention from you. So yeah, so for some of you, they could like the idea of you being obsessed with them. They also want to be able to seduce you. They could be a flirtatious person, or they enjoy flirting with you, or they feel like they could just find it entertaining, like the reaction they get when they're flirting, or the feeling it kind of brings them. And for some of you, they could even feel that they are leading you on, or they will potentially end up leading you on. It's like they care, but they don't really care, about the impact that their actions might have on you or the future of, a relationship with you and with you. But they also find you very attractive, very, sexy. They feel that you don't necessarily have, the purest intentions towards them either. And, they feel that they can't really, trust you. They do feel that on some level you both can be maybe selfish. And for some of you, they could feel that they can't trust you because you aren't afraid to take risks, that you are maybe a bit carefree, and even though they could feel that you like them on some level, they also feel that your feelings for them aren't necessarily, genuine, or you don't genuinely want them, or you're not genuinely attracted to them, or something like that. So they also feel that they don't really work well with people, so you guys might end up clashing over that too. And they just feel that a relationship with you two would be disorganized, that you guys wouldn't really be able to work together, and that you both may end up getting in the way of each other's progress. But again, like, none of this stops them from feeling like you guys could have a lot of fun together or have a good physical, connection. Okay, so moving on, we have Ocean, go with the flow. We have Angel, tap into your inner wisdom. We have Progress, not perfection. And we also have healthy communication in relationships. And I will do these ones after. So with go with the flow, like, they do feel that you guys need to go with the flow in your relationship, connection, or just, whatever situation you guys got going on right now. And with Angel, tap into your higher wisdom. So with tap into your higher wisdom, like, this feels like it's about them. Like, they do feel that maybe they need to show better judgment, and maybe show maturity when it comes to you and the situation that you guys are in or could potentially be in the future. But it's like they have a devil on one shoulder and a little angel on the other shoulder, and it's like they're listening to the angel, but the devil is just winning. So yeah, so they definitely feel like they need to kind of maybe make better decisions, or just be mature with this situation. But on the other hand, they feel that they either can't or they don't want to. I don't know, it's just some conflict that they could be experiencing themselves, but yeah. Like, they could feel that moving forward with you isn't the wisest decision, but there's a part of them that wants to do it anyway, or feels like it would be interesting just to see what might happen. So with progress, not perfection, again, this feels like it's about them. They feel that again, like one part of them feels that they need to, focus on, what they've left behind and what they're kind of working towards now, and, what they've learned. But they kind of also feel like they are able to fall into old patterns as well, even though they could be fully aware of it. So yeah, they can feel like they're actually making progress, but they feel that they aren't perfect either, you know? So with healthy communication, they actually feel that you guys have the potential to understand each other. So, but at the moment, they could feel that you guys both aren't really in a place to have the healthiest communication with each other. And this could be just because of time, you know, how far your connection has developed and, stuff like that. So we have you are very sexy. We have affectionate, well, affection. We have strip. We have I'm not good at lovey-dovey stuff. And we have I'm so used to flying solo. We have I deserve better. And we also have accountable. So with strip and you are so sexy, like they do find you attractive. Um, but with strip as well, it feels like they feel you are open to a physical relationship as well. They're open to a physical relationship, and they could also want to see you strip. So with I'm not good at this lovey-dovey stuff, they just feel like they aren't really a romantic kind of person or like super affectionate person. Um, Maybe not good at showing that those emotions as well. So even though they're not good at showing it, like they may not be touchy feely or they may not be completely comfortable with it. Um, it may not be in general. It could just be when it comes to your relationship, or again, like just where your relationship is at. I think I said at the beginning of the reading actually, like they may not enjoy or really like shallow relationships. I can't remember what I said specifically, but maybe they kind of are able to kind of be more intimate, affectionate, romantic with someone they have like a real deep connection with, and yeah, and with affection, like they do have some affection towards you. Like again, like they do have this desire for a physical relationship with you. So with I deserve better, they feel that you could potentially see them as not good enough for you. They also feel like they're used to flying solo, or they're kind of getting used to it, especially if they've kind of recently got out of a situation. And with accountable, like they do feel that you both need to be held accountable for your relationship, I mean, for your intentions, in the relationship or connection that you guys have with each other, you know. But yeah, that is all I have though for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it can be helpful and make sense. And I'm wishing you the best. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the third group, the blue appetite in this reading could be for you, the person in your mind. How do they feel about you, the situation at the moment, right? So we have the Lovers in reverse, Magician in reverse, and also the King of Swords in upright position. So please only take this if it makes sense, okay? So it feels like their feelings for you right now are kind of stagnant. It feels like they are mentally, emotionally, or physically taking a step back from you, or the relationship, or they're kind of like they're planning to. They do feel that they have to focus on other things right now and could feel that it's unfortunate for them and for you to put your relationship on the back burner. They kind of just feel that moving forward with you at this time isn't possible. They could want things to move forward, you know, like ideally, but it feels like their feelings aren't that deep at the moment either. And again, like this could be like other things could contribute to, you know, how they're feeling about you and their relationship, like external factors as well. But they kind of just feel that things between you guys are a bit forced at the moment, that communication is off or it's a bit shallow, and they could feel that you guys aren't really compatible, that you guys have the potential to clash. You know, at the moment, they could feel put off by relationships, not by you specifically, but maybe by relationships in general. But again, like they're still open to you, open to, you know, see how things go with you as well. But it feels like they're not, their heart's not in it, you know, they're not really committed, if that makes sense. And but at the same time, they don't really feel like they have anything bad to say about you. So they could also feel that your interest in them is surface level at the moment. They kind of feel that you both are in the same position in terms of, you know, your feelings, where you guys are at in life, emotionally, mentally, physically. For some of you, they could feel that you both are going through heartbreak or going through a difficult relationship or difficult situations outside of the connection that you guys have with each other. And they could also feel that you both are wanting people that are out of your reach. They could also feel that you both experienced, you know, a loss, maybe recently or, you know, semi recently. And they also feel that on some level, you both don't really see each other as significant in each other's lives. But for some reason, they still feel insecure around you and they don't feel that they can be themselves. And they could also think that you feel the same way, or although they don't think you're insecure or anything like that, or you feel insecure, just in terms of you guys not being able to be yourselves around each other. But outside of your connection with them, they could feel that you are being manipulated by someone, that someone is potentially using you. But despite that, another feeling that they do feel for you is respect. And, they could also want clarity from you, or they could want you guys to have clarity with each other. And, they could feel that you are quite a serious person. And they could feel that you have a problem, maybe with their lack of seriousness at times. They also get the feeling that you aren't emotionally fulfilled, that you aren't, necessarily happy as well. And let me see. And they could even feel that on some level that you would be happy, for the distance between you both. They could feel that you want it yourself, even if that's not true or true, I don't know. But yeah, from their perspective, they feel that you want that distance between you guys too. So we have house home, we have box, reveal your secret power, stress reduction, ready to love again. And I'll do these ones in just a moment. So with house home, they actually feel that you want stability, you want maybe commitment as well, you want love and support, but they don't feel that you are necessarily open to their version of, what love and support is. And they could also feel that you are still in the process of trying to find yourself, maybe after a difficult period. And they could feel that you see them as getting in the way of that, even if, again, like that's not, even if it's not true on your part, it might be. But yeah, that's just a perspective that they hold. And with books, like they do feel that you guys could be forcing your relationship, like trying to make it, like trying to make a circle fit into a square, and they just feel that you both feel that it just doesn't work between you guys, or it wouldn't work. So they could also feel that in some way they were putting you in a box, and in some way you were putting them in a box, and could feel that you want or wanted freedom to, be yourself and not be put inside that box. So they feel that you both were using each other to heal certain wounds that you guys might have. Maybe to avoid certain problems that you guys were having as well. Maybe separately. So they could feel that your relationship was becoming stressful, maybe for one of you, or for both of you, and they kind of just felt like it would be best if they took a step back, or if they do take a step back in the future. They feel that it could reduce, the stress, tension that you guys are feeling, They kind of just feel that you both don't feel, peaceful with one another, and yeah. But again, like they still feel that there is this mutual respect between you guys as well. So we have this honesty, opportunist, just lay with me. I want to make love to you. And I plan to make your whole body smile. And we also have liquid courage. So they could have felt that they needed more courage with you. For some of you, it could be actually liquid courage, but for some of you, it might not have anything to do with that, and just be courage in general, Because I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but they did feel or do feel that there is like a lack of confidence from them when they are around you. So with opportunist, they could have felt that you were not using them, but kind of, yeah, maybe like using the relationship or connection you had with them as a mask, as like a plaster for, some of the other things that you were feeling or dealing with, and that you kind of just took an opportunity with them and, ran with it, even if you felt like it wasn't necessarily the best for you. So with I want to make love to you, they could feel regretful maybe that the intimacy part of your relationship didn't get a chance to like properly develop. Like even if you guys were with each other, they kind of maybe feel that it didn't meet its potential, like it wasn't fulfilling or the most fulfilling experience for you, for both of you, or for them. And they kind of maybe wish that they got a chance to kind of develop that part of your relationship a bit more. And with just lay with me, please, it also feels like they wish that your relationship had more opportunity for you guys just to enjoy stillness with each other, and that you guys maybe like for some of you they could regret that you guys weren't able to relax with each other, or you weren't able to relax with them, or they weren't able to relax with you. And it feels like with our plan to make your whole body smile, it feels like they regret not living up to that or making that happen, you know? So with dishonesty, they also feel that they weren't honest with you about certain things and that there are still things that they need to come clean with you about. Okay. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could be helpful and I'm wishing you guys the best. Okay. Take care. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the fourth group, then this reading could be for you, the person on your mind. How are they feeling about you at the moment? Okay, so we have Three of Swords in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords upright. So they could feel that you guys could make it work. They do feel that you both still have feelings for each other and care about the other. They could just feel that you guys are going through a bit of a rough patch. They do feel guilty where you are concerned, but they also feel that you are still maybe suppressing some of your anger or your frustration towards them, and they feel that you need to just let it out, you know, not so that you can forgive them, not for, you know, not, it doesn't really feel like they want you to do it to give them peace of mind, but they want you to let it out. They want you to, they do want you to change the way you know, treat or interact with them at the moment, but they could also want to face the music, and that could be, you know, the real reason as to why they want you to just let it out. They could want to just, you know, hear it, just kind of face the brunt of, you know, whatever it is, and just kind of like take it on the chin sort of thing when it comes to you. But, you know, ultimately, like, they do want things to be better between you guys. And, you know, they could feel that they need to apologize. They may not be sure of how to go about it. They could also feel that apologizing isn't really enough. And they feel that now they have something to prove to you. And, you know, they want you to feel safe with them in general, or they want you to feel safe with them again. They want you to feel that you can heal or continue to heal, you know, with them around. And they do feel that they need to, you know, try and be positive, but they do feel that you are withdrawing more and more from them, and that's not what they want. And it feels like they don't really know what to do. Like, they don't want to force you, but at the same time, they don't want to kind of just let you kind of drift more and more away from them. And at the moment, they kind of just feel like they're on the outside looking in when it comes to you. They feel that they definitely need to tread carefully, move slowly when it comes to you, move at your pace, actually, follow your lead. But at the same time, it's like, what if, you know, that never happened? And that's something that they don't want to happen, but at the same time, they're not trying to force it either, you know, like they would, but they feel that, you know, maybe that's not what you want. And it feels like they kind of just want to respect you and, you know, respect what you want to do moving forward when it comes to them and the relationship you have with them. So yeah, they do feel that you want them to maybe leave behind their baggage, but they could also feel that they can't for whatever reason, and feel that it shouldn't take away from the two of you in their perspective. And, when it does come to their baggage, maybe specific baggage that you want them to let go of, they could feel that you need to trust them when it comes to this, part of, their life. So at the moment, they could feel this increasing lack of interest from you. For others of you, they could feel full on rejected by you at the moment. And yeah, they do feel that things in your relationship become has become monotonous, but feel that they feel that you guys can work on it, that they feel it can be worked on, with effort from the both of you. But they could feel that, that effort is one-sided at the moment, or, just feel that you aren't really willing to do that right now. So they could feel that you are a distraction at the moment, or they find themselves, looking for a distraction, when it comes to your situation, just so that they're not constantly maybe thinking about it or in it. But it feels like they definitely want to focus on, the longevity of your relationship, but they don't feel that they should, jump to any conclusions just yet, jump to any, plans, and again, like, just kind of follow your lead on the situation. But they do feel frustrated, maybe with your apathy or disinterest. They want you to try and remember the good stuff about them and your relationship. They hope that you don't permanently lose your care and your love for them. They do feel that you're still considering how to move forward with them. And, they do feel that you are cautious, and they don't want you to feel that way, but they understand maybe why you do, or, the fact that you do. For some of you, they could feel that you've been wearing a mask around them, like maybe since, the start of your relationship. And, they see the glimpses of what they feel is the real you. And it feels like they really like those moments, or just really enjoy the moments where you actually felt comfortable enough to, show your true self, you know. But they do feel that they have caused you a lot of unease, unfortunately. So we have dog, be your own best friend. We have bathroom, flush away all that no longer serves you. We have let yourself sparkle and shine. And we also have easy does it. And I'll go through these ones after. So with dog, it says be your own best friend. They feel that you aren't really allowing them to comfort you, to be there for you. And, they do feel protective of you, like they do want to protect you. And yeah, feels like they also want to prove their loyalty to you. And, if the friendship part of your relationship is kind of like tarnished or broken at the moment, they do want you guys to be friends again. Or if this is like just like a friendship connection that you're asking about, they do want you guys to be friends again, and you know, for everything to be alright. So with bathroom, flush away all that no longer serves you. I know earlier we mentioned that they feel, actually, was this even for this group? I can't remember. Yeah, so earlier I mentioned that they feel that you want them to let go of certain baggage. But with this, they could feel that you have baggage of your own. They could feel that there are certain things that you could benefit from, you know, letting go of. And again, this doesn't even really feel like it's, you know, about them. Even, you know, if they feel that they want to move forward with you and, you know, kind of put this chapter behind you guys, they also feel like there's other things that you could benefit from letting go of. With the Eight of Cups, for some of you, that could be some form of abandonment. Not for everyone, of course, but yeah. So they feel that you need to let yourself sparkle and shine, you know? Um, so they could feel that you naturally stand out, but on some level, you are kind of dimming your light in this person's perspective, and it feels like they don't want you to do that. Like they could feel that you're making yourself smaller, maybe with certain people, or you know, in certain situations, or in general, and they don't want to see you do that. So with Easy Does It, like they do feel that for the best outcome, you know, whatever that might be, that it would be best for them to like take it easy with you and the situation, not force anything, and just take a, you know, a gentle approach with you. So we also have, I was so afraid that you were going to reject me that I didn't even try. Now I regret it. We also have, I tell my family and friends about you. We have slow, sticky, wet. We have, I cannot express to you how much I don't care. We have, the distance is killing me. We have, we need to talk. And I can't move on. So, you know, the distance between you guys is really hurting them. They're really feeling it. And they want it to be resolved, but again, like they don't plan on, you know, forcing you. So they could have did something in your relationship that, you know, due to a fear of rejection, and they feel that, you know, because maybe they jumped to conclusion or they did something for fear of you rejecting them, and you know they could regret the repercussions and the impact that it's had on your relationship. But yeah, at some point in the past they could have felt that you were going to reject them. So with slow sticky wet, they either miss being intimate with you, or you know this is something that they do, you know, think about. They could even feel like that would heal the, you know, the distance between you guys. Like they do feel that you guys need to talk, or that there are certain things that you guys, you know, need to discuss, and they feel that at the moment that you don't really, you don't really care. but they feel that they can't move on, from the situation or from you. And with I tell my family and friends about you, for some of you, they could feel that your loved ones could be impacted by, whatever's going on in your relationship right now. And they could feel that some of the people around you guys want you guys to figure it out as well. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could be helpful and I'm wishing you the best. Okay, take care. Bye.